So, how's the Denver crowd been treating you?
You said Denver. This guy's retarded, bro. We're starting out high.
All right, let's just start over.
No, man, are you kidding? That's the good stuff.
All right.
The bloopers. I tell my podcast producer, I'm like, every word I ever butcher, make a highlight reel of that. It looks bad.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
it is
no.
good content.
It's viral, dude. Highlight the slippery mess ups, the flubs, the whatever the fuck.
Little compilation reel.
Yeah, you're human.
We've done that, yeah.
You're gonna shark.
Welcome, Robertson Stash.
Dude, Denver Comedy Works is crazy.
Yeah, you didn't have to kick anybody out?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did?
3 meth heads in the front row.
No way.
I was actually slightly irritated with the club because these people were visibly
doing that. Really?
And they
it's not the right
which
drug.
You know, that's no, but my heart goes out to them. I've smoked meth. Who hasn't? You know? But I drooled a little bit right there. But just don't sit them in the front row on the stage, dude. Put them in the back. Meth heads to the back.
Yeah, in the dark corner.
Yes. Easy to kick out. Front row on the stage, dog. They kicked over a bucket of beers and ice spill
on the stage?
Because Denver Comedy Works is this magical club where it has there's 2 locations. I'm in the first location, south. Right?
No, you're in the downtown.
Downtown. I'm in the first location, and for comedy, it's got low ceiling. It's a shoebox. So for stand-up comedy, it's the perfect club. It's this, the energy and laughter is fucking palpable. You could cut that shit. Like it's like a wave. And if there's high ceilings, it dissipates. You understand? Like smaller rooms. So this room is perfect. And it's so crowded, and they squeeze seats into every nook and cranny. There's literally a guy like pretty much behind the pole almost.
Yeah, there's the pole seat there.
Yeah. So like these 3 people were on the stage. There's 3 seats on stage.
Yeah.
There's 280 people there sold out. That's the capacity. And they put the 3 meth heads on the stage. The closest possibility to me, and they're wiggling around, fucking donking over here. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Have that deep methadone voice, and she's a chick, you know?
Yeah.
And it sounds like I'm making fun. I guess I am, but I've had family members on methadone, but you know, don't do
I've tried that one time. That was no good.
Don't do it. Weed and mushies, baby. God doesn't make it, don't take it.
Yeah.
Methadone comes from the devil.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were squirreling on the stage, kept getting up to go to the bathroom, and I got ADHD, OCDCs, I got everything.
Okay.
So I'm just like, don't look, just go. Because it's sold out, bro. We're fucking.
Yeah.
We're rolling. And when you have to address shit like that, it halts all momentum. Oh, I don't remember where I'm at now, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck, what was I talking about? They think it's an act, but I don't remember. It's like squirrel.
Why do they put those chairs on the stage?
It's fine as long as they're not on meth and methadone, and they sit there like normal humans and laugh and not wiggle and talk.
Yeah.
And kick over buckets of beer 3 feet away from me.
That's crazy.
Maybe 4. I'm not exaggerating. So I just told the manager. I didn't. I just had to talk to them. I'm trying to be nicer because I'll snap on stage and say, "Shut the fuck up. Security, get the fuck out."
Yeah.
And it's kind
I heard
of
your
an
latest
energy.
podcast
Kind
in Ireland.
kind of ruins the show. Real bad. But it's hard to do what I do. And when you give someone 10, 12 chances, it's like, fuck you, dude. What would be beautiful is if, you know, Comedy Works is a good club and they'll police the room, meaning like shush people that are talking. Some clubs don't. And so it's on them. Like that's them failing at just doing.
When comics have to take in their own.
Yeah.
hands,
It's like if you shush them, I wouldn't have had to yell at them, and then the show wouldn't be weird now.
Totally.
For 275 other people or whatever. It's always alcohol or narcotics. So motherfuckers, hey, I get it. You want to do drugs and drink, but fucking master your goddamn high. Be a man.
Did you notice like
Also
the crowd
sober.
any
Maybe
different from other crowds? Was there a lot more like dabbers, like weed people, you know?
Oh, my
Got to talk a little slower here in Denver.
That's all my crowds.
Okay. Yeah.
They're either on the way to rehab or out of rehab. I prefer out of rehab.
Yeah.
On the
or
way
just on the
in.
beginning of the path to
Yeah.
rehab.
Just slowing down, not so. You know, I'm like, oh my God, chill, bro.
Certain drugs don't mesh well with comedy.
No, motherfuckers will take like a hero dose and go to the show and laugh at all the wrong parts. I'm like, I'm not Pink Floyd, dude. You need to hear
That's
the
mushrooms.
words and understand the joke and not be like, where did I put my lunch box when I was 5? You know, like just
Laughing at something in your
like,
head.
yeah, it's insane. I love my fan base though. They're so, for the most part, they're so sweet and positive and on the right path. And usually a knucklehead like what I am, what you are. I see what you built. You went to jail in Mexico. Me too. You just pay them and you get out.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And yeah, just clean it up, kids. Clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't drink anymore, right?
No, 11 years off that.
11 years.
devil.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That was the worst
Yeah.
drug I ever done in my life.
That is a bad one. And it's like pushed so freely to everybody. Now that I don't drink, it was hard to avoid it a little bit. You know, you could just say, hey, let's go get a beer. But you don't go get a lemonade.
I wish I was normal. There are people that can just have a beer
Yeah.
and be regular.
I'm not normal either.
I'm not normal. It gets weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't always get weird. Sometimes it's the best, fun, craziest shit. And another time I end up on the roof
little
or
bit
something.
too much,
You know, you're
yeah.
like, why are you up there, bro? It's in my act, but it's not a joke. I used to just get into buck wild shit and be a jackass, chasing the laugh.
Yeah. Oh, we used to perform kind of buzzed.
Well, yeah and no. Just like the class clown of the party, let's get it going.
Yeah.
So I was chasing the laugh through drugs and alcohol before I found stand-up. And that's actually what allows me to be sober is stand-up. Because I was like, oh, I don't need that.
Nice.
It fills
that rush.
Filled the hole.
Yeah.
You need
great.
a massive hole filler.
Yeah.
If you're getting off the booze
For sure.
and the drugs.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And congratulations on becoming a paid regular at the store.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
dude.
that's big time. That's good.
How did that feel?
Oh, shit, man. Dream come true.
How did you get the phone call or like, how does it work?
Yeah. The booker waited forever too, made me sweat. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to call you. I'm like, what? Because I showcased. And then 3 weeks later, I fucking ripped, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure there was no doubts. So I went up there and I did my shit and fucking this line for line, just rolling laughter.
Murdered it.
Right. And yeah. So I whether I got passed or not, what I did up there, I'm like, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't me. That's a vendetta, or if they do not, you know, that's like some
You
other
did your
bullshit.
best.
No, and then so 3 weeks go by. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, like, what?
Were you stewing all 3 weeks?
I actually didn't think about it. It wasn't until a homie said like, oh, wow, that's a long time. You should have found out by now. And then all of a sudden my brain goes, oh no, what's happening? And then I'm eating me alive. And then I get the call and I'm like, oh, thank you, Emily. I love you.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So you got the call. Then
I got the call from
what'd
Emily
you do after?
She blessed the brother.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the paid regulars at the Comedy Store. I put in work though. It's work.
Yeah.
I like the way I went because what I'm getting at is I hung out for like 8 to 10 years. Shit, maybe 12. It's all a blur. And when I got it, people were like, whoa, like you were not passed? And I was like, nah, dog, I just hung out a lot. Well, you could do the club without being passed. I was working the outside produce shows. So I'm there a lot, working the club consistently, just not in the Comedy Store shows. It's too vessels.
So when you get your name on the wall, then you
can do all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, you could just do outside produce shows.
Okay.
Like George Perez is a past paid regular, but if he's headlining, that's his show.
Okay.
It's at the Comedy Store. It's not the Comedy Store. You catch my drift?
Yeah.
So like I would do his show or I went for fucking Bill Burr at the Comedy Store main room. That was the honor.
Nice.
And like, so I'm doing things like that, but I'm not in the OR, the Comedy Store paid regular show. So people, what I'm getting at is I was there so much, performing so much that people assumed I was passed, but I was not. So they're like, hey, Where if you get past too early, like if I got past 8 years ago, they'd be like, he got past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a difference. And I'm glad it went the way it went because there's no hiccups. Doubt.
Yeah, you
like,
earned it.
Yeah.
You earned it.
Like when certain people get past, like Trevor Wallace got past. No one's fucking, you're like, you're not past, you know, like, but that's the beauty of the Comedy Store. It just, they don't care who you are. Just come. You got to earn it. And
so you did a showcase,
yeah,
and
you
that
do a
was like your
showcase.
kind of. You knew you might get it after.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you showcase in the OR usually, and then the talent booker, they watch you, and then they either pass you or fail you, and there's no C+.
Was that nerve wracking going up for that? Yeah, you really wanted.
I've done it a million times, but like that
one,
it's that Eminem bombing on the sweater.
These weak,
sweaty.
Dude, that's what I would listen to when I did my first big competition too.
Yeah.
And I was shaking in front of people when I was trying to work at the DFO 2013, but I would listen to that song as like a pump up song.
And you kill that shit. And people do choke. I've seen good comics just bomb and not get past.
Further showcase?
Yeah.
And do you have another chance after?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes not.
No. Yeah. Sometimes people get 3 chances. Sometimes people get 1 shot.
Man, that rush you must feel up on stage when you could just blow it or like bomb or whatever. Man, that's got to be a rush.
There's no way. I've been fucking training.
Yeah.
That's why you just train. You just do everything until you have the option to say no. Say yes to every single gig, every nook and cranny until you have the luxury to say no. And that's like training. Like I was doing good pizza parlors, taco huts. Fucking, I performed at a homeless shelter, bro. They're missing legs and shit.
Fuck.
I'm like,
did they like it? Did you kill there? Can relate with the people?
Nobody killed. The only person killed there is the murder in the back. You know what I mean? That was a rough show. I'm just saying, like, do it all until you have the options to say no. So you can say no. And because I see, I call them pussyfooters. They just tip in the toe. You know, they're not all in.
Yeah. Yeah, the more hours I heard, like the more you do it, the better you get. You can't read books about comedy. You just gotta go and do your set.
You have to cook.
Yeah.
Cook.
That's
and then when you
cook,
then you're not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
I saw Theo Vaughn doing crazy gigs at way late. This fool's selling out everything he touches. This is maybe 5 years ago. He's an arena comic now, but he was doing like weird shows, like with me when I'm coming up. He'll go do a show in the Valley, a little speakeasy show, a bar show, or a small theater of 50 when he's selling out the main room at the Comedy Store. And you're just sitting, you're like, sir, you don't have to do this one, but it just
sharpens your comedy knife. Yeah.
And look, now he doesn't do them now.
Yeah. Oh.
But he did it like he could have quit those 2 to 5 years sooner.
Really?
I won't do bar shows anymore, bro. I'm like, there's no point.
Well, dude.
Ari Shaffir said this. He's like, I'm an artist. You're an artist. You know, you work hard to paint that painting. And then you're going to hang it in a nice gallery. You're going to put it on the fucking bathroom bar wall. Like, no.
That's true.
Like, I don't need to do that anymore. I did that for 10, 12 years. I'm good. But I think you should do it, you know.
Till you get to say no.
Yeah. Till you're ready and can say no.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have another mutual friend, our boy Hoobs.
Yeah.
Shout out Hoobs. You guys went to high school together? What's that story?
Bro, yeah, he was a grade older. Hoobs Glass, Adam Hoobry. And he was always kind, and I hung out with Andrew Trainer. And his older brother was Michael Trainer. So that that was the older brothers, and we were the younger brothers. But it was like a year apart, so it wasn't really. Yeah. We're all stoners and friends. And I went to Amsterdam with various knuckleheads of these same cliques and shit. And it was just good times, bro. We went camping. My whole claim to fame at Hoobs was there. My Loosey Goosey story, driving on mushrooms. It was his car. And what was the story again? You guys were all, you forgot how to drive. Well, no, dude,
he's told me about
it's my comedic story. So it feels weird to tell it, but it's a true story. No, I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
But I'm just going to say it's not like the stand-up version.
Yeah.
But I might
We're getting the facts.
Yeah. No, it's all true though. The homie Devin Barnes, he's cool. He was a glass blower too.
Oh, really?
And he's the homie, and we go camping, and we're just having a good time, eating mushrooms, smoking hash. Hoop's got this like 2-foot glass on glass bong, and we're just chilling, minding our business. And then this police, and we're on mushrooms, bro. Mushrooms, hash.
All of you guys, Hoops too?
Everyone's on 2 to 4 drugs.
Okay.
You know? I don't know what everybody's saying. I was the main druggie there. They were regular.
Yeah.
Just hippies, just mushies and weed.
Yeah.
I took a little extra.
You were closer to the 4.
Yeah. I was probably the only one on 4 and didn't tell anybody. Anyways, we're giggling, campfires going, right on the beach, camping in Leo Creo, Malibu. And I see police in the dark. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, and I'm on mushrooms, drinking, smoking. And then so I put my beer down, and then he kicks us out.
Oh, how old were you back then?
It's
not legal drinking age yet, right? You're in high school.
I was probably like 23.
Oh, okay, 23.
So, but you're not allowed to have open containers in California State Park, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like stupid shit.
Okay. So you hid the beer.
We hid the drugs. He didn't find the drugs. And then he's searching us. He's kicking us out. But the big punchline is like, I didn't warn my buddies the devil's coming. That's what I say. Because when you see a police on hallucinogen, that's the devil. And so I put my beer down, and I'm the only one down holding the beer. So he said, "Young man, you're sober. You're driving out of here." And I was like, bro, no, it's not my car. It's not it's stick shift. It's fucking Hoop's car.
Okay.
And then I literally go, I'm not doing it. And I get in the back seat, and I'm not hiding, but I'm hiding from the job. I'm not doing this.
Did you know how to drive stick?
No.
Oh, shit.
Fucking no.
So you learned all this.
And then he goes, "Hey," I said, "You're driving." He kicks me out of the back seat. It's in the act, but I said, "Bitch, buckle up." I'm like, I'm not moving. I go to the front seat, and Hoobs is coaching me. And all I remember is he's going like this. "It's like a pendulum, dog. Loosey goosey, bro." Fuck. And I swear that word, that phrase changed my life. God bless you, Hoobs. Because I just kept going, "Loosey goosey, okay." And then I tell this story. It went viral. I made a fucking brand out of it. My whole career is based off it. Bert Kreischer has the machine.
Yeah.
And he has to do it. I'm a small microcosm of fucking OG veteran Bert Kreischer. I love you, Bert. That guy's the man. He put me on his podcast.
Oh, sick.
That chicken liver shit my pants the next day. Good time, Bert. That's the man. Anyway, shit my pants on the way to ayahuasca.
Goosey is possibly from that day.
Oh no, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
It's already like a saying. It's like fucking,
Loosey Goosey.
Loosey Goosey. It's not.
I feel like I've said that before.
A lot of people have. I kind of made it. I think it was. I actually Googled this and I forgot, but I think it was big in the 60s, like surfer shit. Then it disappeared, and it was loosely said. No pun intended, loosely. And then I swear to God, I brought it back. It feels like it. Yeah. That video has like 50, 60 million views across all platforms. And because it's been shared. You know when that stuff starts sharing?
Yeah, it goes viral.
Other people share it. Weed accounts share it. And like over here, it'll have 4 to 12 million views. And I didn't even know they posted it, like strangers.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually what happened to Russell Peters. A stranger posted his special on the internet and blew him up. He didn't even post it. That's what he said on a podcast. That's the most miraculous. That's a miracle. You understand? Mm-hmm. A guy over there.
That's another story. This guy,
him.
This guy who I just had on the pod, Cowboy John. That's his story too. He didn't want to be online. His friend posted the video, and he went viral. Got millions of views right away. Now he's going with it. I almost didn't post my Loosey Goosey story. The critic was like, "Oh, it's not that good. Like this, that." This is like the second time I posted it. Just fucking. I don't know why I made a fart noise, but wee. And I started selling some tickets and making a living, and just grew the brand. Nice. And so, how long did this? When did you first say that story on stage? I said it, and then I stopped doing it for like a couple years. I didn't even finish it. But yeah,
I did it maybe 2019 is when I posted it. And then I put it down for like 2 years. And then I started headlining a lot. And I was like, I should do this. Like, what am I doing? They're asking me to do it. Why am I resisting this?
Yeah.
And then I started doing it. And then I started selling more tickets and selling more merch. And I was like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. What the fuck is my problem?
Damn, that's awesome.
Comics,
I saw a cartoon of it.
Just do it. Give it to the people. They want the Loosey Goosey, whatever. Because comics will be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You play the hits, man.
Yeah.
If you got viral hits, that's a luxury.
Mm-hmm.
And if your fans show up and want that viral
Give
hit,
it to them.
fucking say it. What is the problem?
Yeah.
You don't have to do all of them, but one or two, you know, if you're fortunate enough. But yeah, so he's coaching me, driving the stick, and I just remember I was grinding his clutch, bro. Just I never done it, you know. Just fucking
Yeah.
Got it in first. I stalled it like 3 times. The cop comes back up to the window. He's like, everything all right in there? And that was the joke. I'm like, go away. No, I'm not okay. I'm crying. We're not moving. Like, leave me alone, you asshole. Because we were, the reason it's so fucked up, we were chilling. We were at peace. We camped. We were responsible. He fucked it up. We were giggling.
Yeah. Why did he kick you guys out of there?
Open containers.
Oh, he wouldn't just throw them out and say, have a good time?
If you put them in red cups and shit, stupid laws and stupid shits, you gotta.
So it's safer to have you drive home than stay there.
I'm like, bro, we're shit house and you're making us. We're like, what? I'm not.
Did you get it going?
I got it going.
Yeah.
He went on the radio right here and said, like, highway patrol, keep a lookout for the car. Your make and model, license plate number. I'm right here, bugged out on mushrooms.
Yeah. No,
that's like the whole joke. I'm like, bro, I'm in that car. Like, you can't do this to me. I've never
drive good.
I drove out of there in first gear, going like 35 miles per hour. Engine sounded like it was gonna die.
Oh my god.
That's the whole story. Like, who's like my car? I'm like, Loosey Goosey, bro. I'm fucking getting us out.
Did you blow the clutch?
I just drove out the campsite. I said, fuck that. That was a video game. You know, pull on the PCH, pull over immediately, little dirt road. And then cops do roll up. They ask us, and I tell the truth loosely, you know. That's my whole shit. Like, give police the misdemeanor, hide the felonies, you know.
Yeah.
And so obviously didn't tell them about the hash or the mushrooms. But I said we were drinking in there. We got kicked out for open containers, and now we don't want to drive home. And then the police, I swear on my life, they said this. They said, well, they said, all right, you boys, you cannot stay here and you cannot drive home. And we were like, bro, what the fuck does that mean? Because we're on mushrooms.
Yeah.
You can't say a riddle, you know. We're like, sir, could you tell us what to do? And then they left. And then we drove home. Yeah.
Wow.
After a while.
Yeah.
We smoked some hash because we were fucking savages.
Did Hoobs drive home or did you?
I think it was Hoobs. Yeah. Not me. It was not me. And then actually, so we got kicked out of this campsite, right? And we left the 2-foot glass on glass bong just on the dirt.
Oh, really?
By a rock. And it was like a moment of Little Rascals when the park ranger was kicking us out, police force, tree cop. We were hiding it like behind us, like moving, like, you know, like this.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to. Okay, bye.
See,
but it was dark. But you can't he's watching us leave, so you can't exactly. Let me grab this 2-foot bong and put it away. So we left it, and then I believe it was Devin and Hoobs. They went back in the forest to get the bong, the balls. You know, we're on mushrooms.
Oh wow.
No, like after getting kicked out. Because we're like, dude, this is a fucking expensive bong. I'm like, I'm not going back in there. Fuck that. We don't have, you think we think we had flashlights, bro? We don't have flashlights. This is old school shit. Nokia phones, the bricks were out then. There's no flashlight there.
Yeah.
No, nothing. They go back, not knowing where they're going, just fucking go back in the campsite in the dark and get the bong. And they're gone so long that me and the homie Andrew forget about them, and we're smoking. And all of a sudden we hear rustling from the bushes. We're smoking on mushrooms though, you know, you forget.
Yeah.
And we think it's like a bear or a fucking chupacabra. We're like, oh God, we're like literally holding each other like in a movie. What is that? And it's our friends with the bong. And like, we got it. And
That's
then Hoobs
dope.
was telling me that some sort of Humvee military came to. I don't remember that, but yeah, we were high, you know.
Wow.
But I got to
that
talk
was
to
out
him.
in Huntington Beach somewhere?
Malibu.
Oh, Malibu.
Up the coast of Malibu, Leo Carrillo, California, state
Leo
park
Carrillo,
campsite.
okay. Nice.
Camp right on the beach, $25 a night, fantastic. And
Sweet.
yeah, don't let them catch you. And then the more I tell this story, it's very common that people get kicked out, shit faced, and they're like, "Bro, I'm camping."
Yeah, wouldn't it be better to just say, "Well, give
Go
you your
to
keys"?
bed.
Yeah, take your keys, bring it back tomorrow.
This is a setup. That's what I said in my act. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
entrapment.
They pull you over as soon as you get on the road.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, that's my whole extremely viral video that got me going.
That's awesome.
And
Were you doing open mics back then, or when did you start getting
I started
realizing you were funny?
started in
Why did you-
like 2010. I've been
2010?
funny my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you decided to do open mic in 2010?
2010. And then I got scared and I disappeared from stand up for 3 years. And I did the Second City program, improv and sketch.
Oh, wow.
The Second City is the shit. Look up their alumni. It's like John Candy, Bill Murray, Catherine O'Hare, Eugene Levy, Fred Willard, Martin Short, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler,
Wow.
Tim Meadows, more, just so much more. Everybody, bro. Chris Farley,
Wow.
fucking the king.
Second City. crew.
Second City. The whole first couple years of Saturday Night Live was all Second City recruits. 80% of the cast, I would say.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard that
insane.
before. I've heard that name, Second City.
Bro. So I did
So
improv
legendary.
and sketch for 3 years, and then I stopped being a pussy and I went back to stand up and I've never looked.
Wow.
But yeah, it's pretty scary.
What scared you?
You
So,
do it. What do you mean?
I know. Well, I can't. I don't want to
Everything.
ever bomb up there, dude. I don't think I could handle it. I tried once when
You're
I had.
naked. You're naked.
Yeah.
Raw, exposed, nerve.
What helps you like overcome that fear to get back to doing it?
I'm not a pussy boy.
Yeah.
No,
just went out.
yeah, just savage. I like saying stuff like that 'cause it's funny and
Yeah.
it's also loosely true. Just being a savage and warrior and not really us versus them because we're all collectively working to laugh. But you have to have that like I'm gonna kill.
Yeah.
They call it killing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call
In our
it
industry, it's killing it. Killing it.
oh, because kill 'em?
Killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
funny.
So you just wanted to face your fear and go back and attack it again? And
Yeah.
then you just ran
Well,
with
I
it?
knew it was in me and I knew it was called to do it. I was just scared.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
I'm sure that's a lot of people on that edge of doing it. Like that.
Yeah, you just
That
have to
fear
get
of
over it. It
bombing,
never
yeah.
goes away. I'll still get nervous, but now it's like excited nerves as opposed to wanting to throw up and die nerves. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Excited
and-
to crush.
Yeah, and they don't hit until about 5 to 10 minutes before I go up.
Okay.
Where before it would ruin my whole month. You know, I'm like, oh, I
Thinking
got
about
a
it.
show. I pray for death. Like, God, kill me.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I
get
always
that.
had to do it. I could never puss out. My dad would beat me. No, I'm just kidding.
So you still get a little bit of butterflies now, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before?
Yeah, everybody says this, all the OGs, and I believe it. You're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
It is scary. You're supposed to get nerves. If you don't have them, you don't care. It's not that they're debilitating nerves. It's like you should get something.
Yeah.
Something should happen.
Yeah.
You're about to go in front of a live audience. If you don't have that anymore, they say you don't care about it anymore. I've heard that from different people's mouths that have been in the game like 20, 30 years.
That makes sense.
And it does logically make sense to me.
If you're not pushing it and you're doing the same old routine,
Yeah,
it's just
you don't,
like
you're
a
phoning
job.
it in,
Yeah.
you're pressing
No.
play. You don't care, and that's why you don't get the thanks.
Yeah.
But if you're care and want to kill it and make everyone laugh and write new shit and grow, then you're gonna have some sort of tickle.
Yeah. Do you have the same set, or do you kind of just like, do you write your set list before the show, or?
For doing an hour, I have an hour. You do an act, but I'll play within the hour, and we can try new bits in the middle or expand on stories, go different routes, say it a different way.
Yeah.
Sometimes audiences heckle you, so you got to deal with that, and then other shit will happen and come from that.
How do you deal with that? Like, what?
I fucking hate hecklers.
Yeah.
They ruin it.
Is like drunk people talking amongst themselves different than heckling? Like,
no,
heckling
that's
is
worse. Shut
directed
the fuck
to you.
up. Yeah. It's like, imagine if you're doing that in a movie. Everyone would hate you.
Yeah. I've been in multiple comedy shows that I've been there where people are doing that. I guess it's pretty common.
Yeah.
People just talk.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you there?
Yeah. Go to the bar.
Yeah.
You want to talk, go to the bar. It's an hour and a half. You can shut your yapper for an hour and a half. Talk about it after. And
so what do you say to them? Just just call them out. I'll bother you at your job on the street.
Yeah. I try to politely make fun of them.
It's the best twice. When the comic kills a crowd, like heckler, dude. I love watching that online.
I like them, let them destroy themselves.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't stop. And then that's when I say, shut the fuck up or get out. And then it usually ruins.
Yeah. It kills the vibe a little bit.
But they won't shut up. That's what's crazy to me. I'm like, there's a solution.
Yeah. How do you turn the vibe right after that?
I go right back into it.
Just go right back into it.
Takes 30 seconds to a couple minutes. And then I get them.
Nice.
Just plow through. Just fucking.
Hell yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, comics do too much crowd work. Comics that have no business doing crowd work for clips. It inspires more conversations, and it's like some people are good at crowd work, and I love that. Who doesn't? They're geniuses. Ian Bagg is one of the best. Rick Ingram, Amir K, Jessica Carson, Caroline Ray. These are people that are doing crowd work at an elite level.
Yeah, I saw Amir do some
not
good
talking
ones.
about them. There's this other bottom tier where it's generic questions, mean shit, just basic stuff I would be embarrassed to say or do on stage, and then they clip it up and post it. It's fucking bad for comedy, and it inspires more hecklers, and it's like McDonald's.
Yeah, do you think like these videos are creating more hecklers because they want to maybe be
That's why I'm talking about it. They're absolutely, people don't know the true dynamic of comedy, and then they see that and be like, well, I could do that, and then they do.
Yeah.
And then they're drinking, and then
that's when the liquid confidence comes out.
I use not usually. Sometimes I say when they don't quit, I'm like, "Oh, you're a comedian. You want to tell a joke? Come up here."
Oh yeah,
and then that usually shuts them the fuck up because they go, "Oh,
that's a good one."
Because what they are is comedians trying to be funny from that side.
Yeah,
it's like stop being a pussy and go do the work and get on this side and shut the fuck up because they just want to be funny. And I get it. That used to be me, and then I just switched sides of the fence and went to training.
Should we roll up a little doobie while we're?
Yeah, let's do it.
Which one would you like to smoke? Here, I got these two strains.
Bust out my bong.
Okay.
Wait.
Should we have one smoked up or?
Yeah, we'll do the. Ooh,
that's
that one.
That's Hadar from LA.
Of course, I like LA, baby.
Yeah, if you don't have a high tolerance, this might be just better.
But I've always been a savage. Hoobs actually saw me. I was working this one guy's weird movie, and we went to a weed conference. And I was taking monster dabs, and then I was on camera and still holding it down. Then I took this one, bro. And then I was like, okay, cut that camera off. Cut that shit off.
Were you sweating?
Yeah, I was sweating, bro.
Get the dab
and
sweats.
even Hoobs was like, damn, bro, that was crazy. And I went, okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me. And I actually quit that film because they kept filming me. And I'm like, I said stop filming me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm high and weird right now. I don't want to be filmed. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's the best.
Mind your business.
They're probably like, this is gold.
No, but it's something I quit and I don't regret it because the guy was a joke. Like,
what was the movie?
It went to YouTube and got deleted.
Okay,
it was not a movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. It's this guy that said he was making a movie and just bought a 3D camera at Costco and was filming it like that. And I was brand new, and it was actually a good quit. And And he gave me a microphone like this. So I'm talking in this mic. And it was a fake mic. It wasn't plugged in. It wasn't.
Oh my God.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, this isn't real. And then he's like, yeah, but it looks real. I'm like, oh.
So that dab kind of saved you.
Yeah, really. It really did. And I was like, bro, I ain't doing this shit. You fucking dumb fuck. It was only like $100 a day anyways. It wasn't exactly paying the mortgage. Fucking 12-hour days. People like, ah.
Yeah, it's kind of what you got to do at the beginning. As an artist, you don't make much. But if it pays off, then if it works out, it pays off.
I know, it's great.
So what do you do to prepare for a show besides not get super fucked up? Do you have any rituals, or do you just like to meditate? Or
rest, take it easy, meditate.
Go through your set in your head a little bit?
No, I got that shit down. Like after this, I'll probably go back, eat a sandwich, take a shower and a nap, and then get up, drink some coffee or liquid IV energy from Costco. Get a little tweaky.
Liquid IV.
Caffeine tweaky, not real tweaky, no tweaky.
Is that doesn't go into your veins, right?
No. Liquid IV, the powder. Okay. I heard there's cleaner versions, but people
you can
do
get
that.
The vein shit.
I've done those hydrotherapy drips and shit. They're quite lovely. Get the vitamins, NAD, all that shit. But yeah, I just rest. I like to be still and calm because all the noise is coming. And we were just talking about that. Like George Perez will go to a ball game, go have a beer, go eat a pizza, and then go do 2 shows. I'm like, bro, I would not. I need my rest. Like,
and then go hang at the store after.
Up. Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody's different. Most people like calmness before the storm.
Yeah,
generally speaking. But my buddy Bruce Gray, he's opening up for me. The homie Eric Friedman, you'll see them tonight. And
awesome.
Eric's busy working, and he does. Anyways, Bruce went to the ball game. I probably would have went to that. Like I like to do stuff, but it's going to need to be earlier, and I need to be done earlier. I don't want it to go right to show.
Oh, are the Rockies playing today?
Somebody's playing somewhere. Yeah, I think the Rockies.
You guys are pretty close. You're right around that area to the ball game.
So I would have went to that, but if it went close, I would have left the game early to go back to shower and rest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just something about going straight from the game.
Ball game would put me to sleep.
Straight to the game, straight to the 2 shows sold out, and I got to do 2 hours of stand-up, 2 meet and greets. It's like, I need a little
Yeah, 2 back-to-back shows. That's crazy. Yes. So the first one's at 7:30, and what's time? Is 10 o'clock the second one? Or?
7:30, yeah. 7:30, 9:45.
So are you superstitious at all? You don't have any?
Fuck yeah, dude. I got Archangel Michael in my pocket, dog.
Do you?
Protect me from the devil, fool. Get that meth away from me. Get that stinky pussy out of here. I don't need it. I'm with Jesus, bitch.
That's awesome. I was just listening to your latest podcast, the one that you did. How was your European tour? Besides Ireland, I heard that you were going pretty hard on Ireland.
Fucking drunk pieces of shit. I ruined that show. I cussed out. I said, get the fuck out. I stopped.
Show's over.
I said, I won't say another joke till you shut the fuck up. And it was like a fucking game of chicken that I won. That also I lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You won in the short term, but maybe lost in the long term.
Well, they were so rude, man. I don't get it.
Was that one of your worst encounters of having
no, I've done it way worse. It's just crazy to me. You buy a ticket to my show, I fly fucking 14 hours around the world, and you're going to get shit-faced and talk the whole time. I'm doing an hour.
Yeah.
You can't shut it up for an hour. And it's usually like kind of super fans, like people that really into it. It's fucking
feel
insane.
Comfortable, too comfortable or something?
But what's crazy is I'll talk to you after the show. I'll smoke with you, bro. Just not during the fucking hour.
Yeah.
I will. That's the craziest part. Afterwards, we could have had a whole conversation and smoke one up. I don't care.
But not now.
Not now, motherfucker.
You ruined it. What was your favorite highlight from that European tour?
Bro, just being in Amsterdam. And
I love Amsterdam, man.
I
did my first solo show in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Damkeren Gallery.
Nice. It's so cool. Saw Andre 3000 just roaming the street.
You were saying that, yeah. Did you say what up to him?
Yeah. I was like, I love you. It was so quick. It was just
he was just like, cool, man.
And then he did say, what's up? He smiled. It was nice.
Yeah.
And then I turned around. I swear he was gone. I swear to God.
He ran.
I was like, oh, because I was like, I invited him to the show, but it was so quick. You don't think of it in a millisecond. Because I was like, is that Andre? That's Andre 3000. Oh my God. Hey, hello. You know, that's this is a whole interaction and thought process with 1 second. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, well, I got a show and it's sold out and I'm good. Like, invite him. Who doesn't like stand up? And it turns out he was there the night before watching David Cross. I don't know if he knows David, but the club said he knew the sound guy. And that's just funny. That's
so funny. He was in the club the night before. That's cool. This episode is sponsored by Puffco, industry leaders in vaporization. When I think of Puffco, I think of convenience, smoking freedom, easy to use, and practical. Visit www.puffco.com or on Instagram at Puffco. That's it. And now, back to the episode. Did you buy any weed out there?
Of
Did you go to
course.
some coffee shop? Which ones?
I went to the Bulldog because of nostalgic reasons. I know it's a tourist trap, but I went there when I was 19, so I just had to go back. And I got some Pineapple Express and a space cake, and it was lovely. I bought some Mexicana mushrooms. They're different, though. They're truffle, and they're wet. They say they're mild. I didn't like them.
They psilocybin ones?
They felt tweaky to me. They were mushrooms, though, but I'm like, I like the dried one.
Yeah.
Get your little wet ones out of here.
Have you heard of the Dampkring coffee shop out there? It's like a pretty famous one. It's in the movie Ocean's 13 where Brad Pitt and George Clooney go.
I'll go to that.
That's a cool one.
I was only there one day, so I had one day of exploration.
Yeah, if you go,
so I did all the trendy shit. But next time I'm going to do it better in the sense that I'm just going to stay there longer.
Yeah.
And go to the other not so touristy traps.
Where did
London
you stay?
Was beautiful
In Amsterdam. Did you have to walk up some of those Amsterdam? They're crazy.
There's
you got to duck and
not
your
that
suitcase.
bad.
I went to one that was terrible on the top floor. And it was like,
let's just say I had to take the suitcases up one at a time. There was no double.
Yeah.
Those hallways are narrow. There's no elevator. And it was kind of funny because I got there early and I was exhausted from the 2 shows the night before. Fly into Amsterdam and I want to check in early, but it's packed. The shit's packed, but it's all old people. But they're waiting for the elevator side. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to wait 2-3 hours for my room, you know?
So you walked.
But then the lady said, do you mind stairs? I'm like, no. And then I got my room right then because all the old people didn't want to go up the Amsterdam stairs.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a blessing, but I felt bad for them.
That's great. Well, should we? Can I show you this piece?
Yes.
I wanted to thank you for coming on the show.
Excited,
so I made
bro.
you this cool piece. So I'll let you open it up. But I guess it's from one of your very famous, funny jokes of the fireworks, dude.
Yeah, bro. I love it.
Yeah, that stands up, and then these have these. I
was like, like this.
Yeah, like that. And then when you hit it through the tail, like this.
Smoke that ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at these little firecrackers.
Yeah, and then they can be displayed with it. One sits, this one's kind of stands up, and the other ones can kind of just roll in a cluster around it.
Smoking his ass.
A horse's ass, dude.
I wish I could smoke it right now.
We can.
I don't want to travel with it with resin in it.
Okay, I got alcohol. We could clean it, but it's, you know what?
I'll smoke it on my pod. I want to keep it fresh for travel.
Let's do that.
Pop
keep it
cherry.
nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, dude. He's jumping up. So when you put these underneath his legs, he's like spooked. Yeah. So did you find crowds in Europe reacted a little differently or is just funny
I was actually terrified because I'm doing Norway and I'm like, dude, do they understand English? And, turns out they have a great education. How do you lock this bitch?
You just gotta snap these on like that.
Oh, snap-tastic.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on, hold that. Let me hold that.
And they'll probably open that on the plane home. And the TSAs are usually pretty cool. They're cool all the time, but they might be like, damn, that's awesome. But it's totally fine.
I'll put it in the check bag, huh?
Yeah. You just put it in the middle of your suitcase. Yeah, it'll be good.
Pelican. Yeah. Pelican follows me too. This lady that works there, she's gonna give me some free boxes.
Like, really? You got a plug at Pelican?
Apparently, but I forgot her name. She said it at the meet and greet at Irvine Improv. I work at Pelican. Come by and get some free shit. I was like, okay.
Whoa.
And now I don't remember. Just poof.
Maybe she's watching the pod. Hook me up with some free shit too. I buy Pelicans boxes of them.
Wait, what was your question?
I was just saying, like, when you were traveling Europe, was the crowds different from country to country a little bit? Like, could you tell?
I was terrified of Norway because the English is not their first language. And, obviously Ireland and London does not matter because it's English. But honestly, Norway might have been one of the most electric crowds I've had. They gave me a fucking standing O, bro. It was amazing. And I'm over here terrified of it.
Wow.
The Irish don't speak English. What is that? Oi, 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 oi. I said, what? They kept saying shit to me.
Dude, I can't understand.
Be like, what? And then they would say it the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I have a hard time going to like the UK. You can't understand them fast. And they're speaking English, but it's like,
I know.
It's this weird kind of dialect. Yeah.
I guess we have the South. Straight boomhauer motherfuckers. They talk and you're like,
yeah, that's probably comparable.
What did you say? No, they were all good. Ireland show was. You
think they drink too much there, and they got?
I don't know what it was. It was the venue. It was a rock and roll venue, which was cool because Post Malone played there.
Oh yeah, you're saying that.
But rock and roll venues aren't really good for.
Was it standing or was it seated?
They put seats, but it was like where everyone would be standing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good club. I'm just saying, rock and roll clubs are good for rock and roll
venue. Yeah.
Stand up clubs are good for stand up. It's not,
What's one of the weirdest spots you've ever played at?
Oh Jesus, bro, what? I've done all sorts.
When you were starting out, what was
fucking wax museums,
wax museums,
offices, illegal shows during COVID? Like don't post, don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
underground where they would raid.
Have you ever been to the? So the reason why I've kind of hooked up with a lot of comics, like my friend had the illegal comedy shop that we hotboxed called the Comedy or the Urban Underground in Toronto. Like Joe. And like we've met everybody there and made them pipes. I
may have heard of
and
that.
They talk about it. They'd walk in, it was just cloudy. You couldn't barely even see the person in front of you, hotbox. And then they do their set. It was great.
Generally speaking, weed shows are not the best because everyone's too stoned.
I know, it's a challenge.
The laughs are delayed or they don't get it. And I'm smoking a big fat joint. I know, hypocritical. But I always get booked on them and I'm like, they're always just slightly off.
Yeah, the timing's a bit off.
It's just instead of it's like I swear to God, bro. It's just it's millimeter skewed.
Yeah, maybe if you got really stoned for that one.
I hate doing stand-up high.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. There's some people who are savages and can do it. Brian Simpson's a genius comic. He'll smoke a joint, bong hit, go on stage, you're like, and then be genius. And I'm like, what?
Does it affect like how you articulate your words and stuff?
Yeah. It affects me different every way. And I've tried it fucking 20 to 50, 60 times. I don't know. I try it. But every time I go, I don't like it. I would say this. I like a little micro dose of things now. Like I'll take a 2 milligram edible and that somehow makes me function better in my brain.
Calms you down a bit.
Yeah. Sometimes weed makes me good and sometimes I'm like, what is next? Yeah. Where am I at? What happened? Why am I sweating? And for those reasons, I bow out.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's fun on shorter sets. I'll experiment with weed on a short set, like 10 minutes. Not no fucking hour, bro. That's why I like, let's do the pod. Let's wait till the end. Let's smoke.
Yeah.
Because we did it.
You mentioned you like to eat. What's your diet like? Like, are you trying to be healthy? You said light and clean. What is that? You eat like that all the time or just when you're on the road?
I like cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
Is it because you're traveling? Like before a show, you try and go light and clean?
Oh, yeah. Before the show, I'd want something just like turkey sandwich or like breakfast.
My wife will make you the best turkey sandwich ever. We just made a whole turkey and I've been eating turkey sandwiches the last couple of days.
Yeah, just something chill, fish. I mean, I ate a cheeseburger for the show Thursday, but like way earlier.
Does it Do you notice that just like your body slows down a bit?
Yeah,
processing
100%.
it? Yeah. I always feel
hate being
tired. I
full
need a
on
nap
stage.
after I eat a big cheeseburger.
Yeah, you want to, like before a show, I'll eat like nothing or fruit. And if I'm eating a cheeseburger, that shit's at noon, bro. I want like 7 hours. I've eaten them before shows, and I'll give this analogy. It's like eating right before you run. It comes back.
Yeah, or swim.
You're like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
I'm running a mile, I ate a double cheeseburger. What the fuck? Because your adrenaline's so fucking juiced up there, shit comes up.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Not like I've never vomited on stage. I'm just saying, you're like, oh man, I'm full and I'm doing jokes.
Makes sense. Eat something light.
Yeah.
When you're trying to come up with new jokes, how do you pull new jokes out of the universe? Like,
I'm a storyteller. I just mine through life, or like talk about my family, make fun of them a lot.
Yeah.
Some of them get mad, but I'm like, if I'm making fun of you, it means I love you. Like, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just from true life stuff.
It's all truth. Yeah. I don't know how to make it fake. There's comics. We're all on most comics based in truth.
Yeah, observation of
Some I don't really do that too much. And then some comics, it's completely made up. I'm like, how'd you do that? I don't understand that one, but it's common.
Yeah, very common. And you wonder, is that for real? Probably not.
Yeah, I just have to tell stories, bro. I'm a storyteller.
That's
And
awesome.
they're always true, and it's crazy. Like, I'll change some minor stuff, but it's 90 to 98% true usually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll change some things for comedic purposes to get a bigger laugh. And sometimes I'll change some things to hide some things. Like, you don't need to know the whole story.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's great. It's authentic.
And then
that
I
way.
shot him. No, I'm just kidding. That was the joke. Then I killed the man.
You share the misdemeanors, but maybe hide the felonies.
Yeah. No, I've never shot a man. I shot myself.
Swear to God, you've
With
never
a
shot
BB
again.
gun.
I have a Bible right over here.
On accident.
What was one pivotal moment that really propelled your career and like new? Was it right after Loosey Goosey? Were you certain, or because
there's several? I was working Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
and
I remember
the
that.
Laugh Factory posted my firecracker horse assault story.
Okay.
Allegedly. No, I did it. But it was all an accident. I didn't even
You paid
see
for
them.
it too,
I
right?
paid for it. It
You
got
did
me
it.
clean. It got me in a stand-up. It's in my act. I still do it. I tell the tale.
That was the moment that got you clean too.
But that's the whole shit. I say, like, out of bad comes something good. It's not my saying, but
I believe
I
that
got arrested and they got
It's a
me
blessing
in
in
a stand-up.
disguise.
And now I don't do cocaine and whiskey anymore.
Love that.
So getting arrested, then the Laugh Factory posting that while I worked at Trader Joe's, and I'm doing antics at Trader Joe's of shaking people's sodas and stuff.
That was funny.
Just fun.
I remember
Fun
watching that.
stuff. So that was like the first fucking boom, you know? And then I got fired from Trader Joe's for farting on my manager, filming it and posting it, along with all the other Trader Joe's. So that was the second boom. And then the Loosey Goosey, and JFL, and that was the boom. And then I started headlining.
Oh wow!
So it took like 3 pops, 3 booms.
That's awesome.
That's a great noise. That cell phone one, it makes me laugh every time. Yeah.
That's what my buddy Brunkelstein says when we're playing VR golf every night, dude, with the thing.
Yeah.
When you go by the hole, he's like, "Phew."
That's so funny. I won't do that. I've never done it.
You've never done it?
The devil, man.
No, you gotta try it.
No way, Jose.
You gotta go join
Get
Red
that shit off
Bands.
me. Nah, that guy's got every gadget in the universe.
Yeah.
Red Band is the techie nerd. I love it. Every
Yeah.
time he's like, good for him. He fucking started Joe Rogan's shit.
I know.
That's
who really got me into comedy, dude. Like that's who hooked me up with George Perez out here in Denver. But I made Red Band the Pipe a long time ago. And then I made a couple more recently, but that underground comedy spot was like a plug for me, dude.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Only sat 90 people. It was all like McDonald's tables and it was all like random seating in there. And
Red
like
Band's the shit. That fool produced 2 of the most successful podcasts of all time. Or top 2.
Kill Tony
and Rogan.
It's amazing.
Kill Tony more recently top. But Rogan's been the big dog for fucking ever.
Yeah. Is he still working part? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Is he? Is he still a part of that, or just getting royalties or something? Or?
Probably royalties. I have no idea. That's none of my business. But I know they started it. And they're friends and they're homies.
That's
and it's
awesome.
all love. That's all.
They started it.
Yeah.
That's where it all started.
He probably whatever he's doing well. I don't know the money side, but he's got all the toys. He's got a house. He's got
Yeah.
And he's getting it. So good for him. God is good, baby. Yeah. That fool's the homie. He did my show in San Antonio first time I was there. That's when I ate the edible and I said the same joke twice.
Oh, really?
I sweat. And that's when I was like, I'm done with this.
Oh, shit.
Like fucking around heavy on stage.
Dude, after his show, we got so wasted. I remember we were trying to do me and Red Band were trying to do a podcast, like wasted on his phone at the bar like that. I didn't even know what the podcast was back then. Like, I really didn't know what the podcast was. I was like, okay. Well, we were all smashed drinking tequila shots. It was great. Well, bro, you want to, can I ask you just a couple more questions to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do it.
What advice would you have for any young comics? Like, because that would be the one profession where like you're on the edge of doing it. Maybe you want, like, I felt that way a lot, but anybody that's on the edge of getting out to do open mics.
I got game, homie, because I lived it and it was told to me by many, many, many veterans. And most of the shit I'm going to say was said to me by like Bobby Lee or Ari Shafir or Michael Yo. And first of all, fucking do it. Just get shut up and do it.
Nut up.
Dude, Nike, just do it. Go do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, because motherfuckers will just talk and think for years. Take a class. Do whatever. But comics make fun of it. Fuck all that. I took classes that help.
Have you ever like Toastmasters or something?
No, I took stand-up classes. Hollywood. They got dozens of them. A lot of them are rip-off and a lot of them are good. And no matter what, you're going to learn something and you're going to meet some knuckleheads and then you go explore the open mics. And then shut up, shut your mouth and turn your eyeballs on and your ears on. And you shut this thing.
When you're on stage?
No. I mean, sorry. It wasn't clear. When you're hanging out and you're at the Comedy Store and this and that. I don't mean don't speak, but I mean the amount of comics that come in 6 months in, they come in hot and heavy. And I know because I did it. We all do it. You're like, oh, I'm here. I'm a nutter too. And so you say crazy shit. Like you're just in the green room saying stupid shit to Kevin Neal and Nikki Glaser. I've been arrested before. I threw firecrackers. You're like, bro, they didn't ask. You shut the fuck up. But you're just trying to get in. This way, if you're in it for the long haul, it'll happen naturally and organically.
Yeah.
And then later it'll be real. And it's not eager beaver. Pick me. Just shut up and wait, watch, listen, observe the game. It's not going to happen for 2 to 10 years. And it's usually closer to 10 to 15. So shut up, enjoy it, wait, watch, listen. Like kind of like military or like mafia, like speak when spoken to. Because, it just people come in hot, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened last night. I'll just talk about this because I just did 2 shows, sold out. And I like saying that, sorry.
All 6 of them are shows.
But it's
like,
out. It's more energy. And then I did 2 hours. Actually, I ran the line on both of them. I did 2 hours and 30 minutes of comedy. And then I do 2 meet and greets.
Wow.
And this comic's tipsy. And I'm done. I'm toast. And also I would chop it up with you if you weren't shit-faced, you're drunk, and just like coming in, talking. And I'm like, dude, and I don't want to be rude, but I almost said, can you please just get out of the green room? I didn't invite you in here. You just came in, you're drunk, you're talking to me. I did 2.5 hours of stand-up. This is what I'm talking about. And it's just a new comic.
That's
I know
draining. Must be draining.
I know they're
what
new.
Little energy you have left.
Honestly, if I didn't just go through what I went through and you were sober, I probably would talk to you a little more, but you're slurring and I'm done and I don't want to, like that. I bring that up because in the beginning, there's so much of that. And you'll be taken seriously sooner if you don't do that.
That's good advice.
I'll immediately write someone off until they clean it up. Because I know we're in the job of knucklehead shit. We're comics. But it's still, if you're a professional working comedian, it's still a job. And I say this, I read the room. If you're chilling with the homie that's drinking, then you drink. If he's smoking, you smoke. He's not, don't. It's not rocket science, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't drink. I don't want to take an opener that drinks a bottle of tequila. That's fucking fair. It's that simple. Just logical.
Etiquette.
Read the room. Read the room. You read the room for comedy. Able to do that.
Yeah.
You read the room for life. If you could read the room in any capacity, whether you're a glass blower, a painter, a fucking...
That's great advice.
Read the room.
Yeah.
I'm
in
not
any scenario,
drunk.
dude.
Your energy's here.
Oh, it's so... When I stopped drinking, matching drunk people's energy is impossible.
Run.
Run. I had to do that at a party. I had to sit outside and fucking call my wife because I was losing it. Like, I was fucking...
Read the room. Now, if that comment...
It was at the beginning,
came in and I'm drunk and I'm loud and I'm talking...
Matched energy.
Boom. It's on. Let's go get beers.
Yeah.
They invited me out for beers like 8 times. And I'm like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
And I said no the first time.
Does it get any easier after 11 years? Because sometimes I thought I'm like a year and a half, dude. And you said you don't drink non-alcoholic beers, but I do sometimes just to kind of like, I don't know.
I just don't put my place in those environments. It's so simple. You just don't go to the pub. You don't eat meat. What you at the meat market for? You don't drink beer. What you at the beer store for?
So you don't go to pubs.
No, why would I? They're awful. For me and my experience.
What if it was a restaurant to eat at? Do you just stay out of them?
A chill restaurant dive bar that's not people screaming in each other's ears. And
where people don't go there to drink. I'm the same way. If they go there for drink and it smells like fucking the night before.
Barney's Beanery in West Hollywood in the daytime when it's not busy, I'll go there. I'll have chicken tenders and a Pepsi. At nighttime when it's cokeheads, heathens, skeezies, and weirdos, which I used to go there. It's the best bar. But I'm good.
Yeah, you just stay away.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I can't.
What about to like network? If there's a
I don't need to. Network at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, that's your spot. You just stay with us.
What am I going to get at Barney's Beanery besides an STD and a stuffed animal?
I don't know what this place is. But
it's a bar. It has the claw machine.
Okay. Oh.
You don't need to go. You never need to go. Your art speaks for itself. That's networking. There's the internet. And you network at glass blowing.
But you're restricted to going there because you would be tempted.
I don't want it.
The people, everything. I just don't like it.
It's not even that. It's like I can, but I don't want.
You don't want
It's a waste of life and space, time, and energy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
And for me right now in my life, if that's your shit, that's your shit. Sometimes people that live that life get mad at saying like, oh, fuck that, because they're living it. But the only reason they would be upset about that is if they felt guilty about that. Because there's people that do things right.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's
totally
people that can have a beer, go out, have a good time. There's no guilt whatsoever. They're regular, normal people. There's this other thing that it's more than that, and they need that. Up. And because I said that, and then triggers them to be like, hey, what's wrong with that? I'm like, hey, that's my shit. That's my stuff.
Yeah.
So if my stuff is triggering, it might be your stuff too. That's the.
Well, you gotta look at. A lot of people aren't self-aware, dude. They go through the motions.
Read the room,
and they go hard on the weekends. They work their 9 to 5. Doesn't matter.
I wish I could. I just can't. Now I hate it. And then I'm going to go, I look at it and go,
Weekend warriors.
Like, what the fuck? I ain't going in there.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I wouldn't either. Because I wouldn't like the loud music. I'd like to hear somebody, anything that's loud, even when there's too many people.
It's overstimulating. I'm like, I can't hear you because of the.
That's right. I was recording and just the all people around talking. It was so
Pink
loud.
Floyd The Wall. I'm like, there's too many puppets.
Yeah, I get it. It's not very comfortable.
Yeah, thank you for the bong. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yes, man. Okay, last question. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Oh man, probably a turtle. I like turtles.
A turtle? Okay.
Turtle or a cat. I just got into cats. I got 4 cats. I love cats.
But you'd be a turtle if you were in a cartoon and you had to
Or
be
a
an
dog.
animal?
I have a good dog voice. Like woof, woof. Hey, what's up? Scratch my ass. Come on. I sound like a dog. Like a slow, high dog. But I like cats.
You sound like a dog, but you like cats.
Yeah. And turtle. Those 3 animals.
Nice.
To me.
All right.
Owls of Gahul, unite.
Well, if I write you into my cartoon, I'll remember that,
bro.
Yeah. Oh, sick. That's awesome, bro.
I could do any animal. It's the humans that struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much. Have a great show tonight, brother.
Bro.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, this is
I'll
awesome.
see you tonight.
I'm
Enjoy
so
that. And your Instagram is Craig
P. Conant, baby. Google's.
Yep, Craig P.
Farted
Conant.
on my manager, Trader Joe's, Loosey, Goosey. Jesus is King, West Side, bitch.
Check him out. What's your podcast called? It's
Community Service Podcast.
Community
Streaming
Service.
on
That's
all
really
platforms. Good. It's good.
You're really good at talking for an hour by yourself.
You got to just do it. It's hard.
That's hard.
It's so hard.
You're so good at it. Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you at the show tonight. Peace. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Robertson Stash Podcast. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to support us, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we want to hear from you. So if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out. Hit the website, hit the link. We'll see you next time.